everybody, so I am here today with a really fun but a little bit different video. Like I said in a movie review that I just did, that I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of watching like people who collect movies on YouTube. And like Adam and I have always loved movies. We've always had like a pretty big movie collection. We've always watched movies like anytime that we can. So like watching that, I don't know, like it just sparked my love of wanting to have movies, like a lot of movies, and have like a good collection and stuff. So I started, like, now that I've like go to stores and stuff, kind of look and see if I see any good deals. And so I did find some good stuff. Sorry, my son's being really loud. I don't know what he's doing. But let's go ahead and get into my haul. So I'm going to save the big store for last because I got a really good deal that I want to share with you guys. So yesterday was my daughter's birthday. She turned 8 years old, which was really exciting. And she's having a party this weekend, but on her actual birthday, she wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese at the mall. So afterwards, we went and we looked around the mall, and they have a store there called FYE, which I'm sure most people know of. So
let me ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
So I'm going through my Spider-Man comics, like organizing them. I have almost a complete run. I was just wondering if anybody knew if this one was worth anything.
Oh my God.
Do you guys like that one?
What is wrong with you? You have such a big head. Let me show you my cool stuff, guys. All right, anyway, so we went to FYE, like I said, and they have like movies setting out like before you walk in. So I started going through those, and I found the Salem Witch Trials, which has Kirstie Alley and Alan Bates in it, and we watched this and loved it, and I did a review on it. This one was $2.97, which I felt like was a good deal. And then we also got Hobo with a Shotgun, which we have been wanting to watch, but we never watched it when it came out. And so I wanted to watch this one. It was $2.97 as well, so a pretty good price. Okay, so the other thing I got from FYE, which isn't a movie, but it's movie related, is this Holly Golightly Funko Pop. This is from the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, which Truman Capote wrote, and this is Audrey Hepburn. Like, Audrey Hepburn plays Holly Golightly in the movie. Most people probably already know that. Here's the side of the box in the back, in case you want to kind of know like what it all looks like. But it, like, I was so excited to find this, you guys. I've had it on Mercari, and I've pinned it, but the cheapest one I could find was like $20. So I was like, well, maybe I'll wait.
You should have bought more of those. They're selling for $20.
This was the only one that they had.
Oh, okay.
But so this one was $11.99, and I was so excited to find it. I had to pick it up because I love Audrey Hepburn. I love her movies so much, and like I was like, yay! So I actually just watched Breakfast at Tiffany's like 2 weeks ago again. So funny story, but I was so glad to get that and add that. I don't collect many Funko Pops, but I collect Funko Pops of stuff that I absolutely love, and that was one that I really, really wanted. So then one day we went to this store called Ollie's because we heard that they were getting Marvel graphic novels. And when I was there, I also looked at the movies, and I got Carrie. This is the remake with, what is her name? Chloe Grace Moretz, yeah, however you pronounce it. This one I thought was a pretty good remake. Of course, the original is still best, but it was pretty decent. And for $3, I felt like this was a really good deal for a Blu-ray. So I went ahead and picked it up because I absolutely love horror movies. Like, that is one of my absolute favorite types. So I kind of want to have like a pretty big horror collection, especially. So this will be a good addition. And then I found this, which I thought was pretty cool. It's called 5 star-studded documentaries, Hollywood Streets of Gold. These are documentaries about like the old Hollywood. It says they have Hollywood the Golden Years, Legend of Marilyn Monroe, Hollywood the Great Stars, Hollywood the Selznick Years, and Hollywood the Gift of Laughter. So I really love like a lot of the older movies, and like I just like older times, I guess, sometimes to like learn about it. So I felt like this was only $1, and I especially want to watch it for the Legend of Marilyn Monroe, but I was kind of hoping that they may also have a little bit about Audrey Hepburn in here. We'll see, but I got that. So those were the only 2 movies that I got at that store. And then I went to Goodwill to look and see what they had, and I am glad that I did because I found one movie for me and one for Adam. Adam loves Spider-Man and collecting anything to do with Spider-Man, so I found The Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1, and it contains episodes 1, 2, and 3 from the hit TV series. He said that he had never seen this one before, so he was excited for me to find it, and I think it was $2.99, I want to say, I paid for this, which is pretty cool to add to his extensive collection of Spider-Man. I mean, he collects anything that is Spider-Man, so that was a good ad. And then one of my all-time favorite movies, I always would say that this is my all-time favorite movie, is The Wizard of Oz. I absolutely love it. I've read the book. I haven't read all of the books, but the very first one, which is what the movie is after, I have read. But I don't know, like, I just love this movie so much, and it's just one of my favorites. So I found this, which is super cool. Like, I even own a bunch of the cartoons and remakes and the Return to Wizard of Oz and all that kind of stuff. But I found this, which is The Wizard of Oz. This is the 1925 silent film version, and this is like so amazingly cool. I do want to watch it eventually, but I've never actually watched a silent film before, which is kind of, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I don't know, like, I just thought this was so neat. I've never seen this before, and for $2.99, I was like, yes, I have to have this. This is so cool. So I'm excited for that. And funny kind of thing, the lady that plays Dorothy in this silent film, her name is actually Dorothy. So kind of a cool thing. Then these are 2 movies that Adam picked up, but I did want to share them in this haul because they are really cool. These are the Deadpool versions of movies that they have out at Walmart. So Adam got The Office Space, which has Deadpool on the cover. And then it says, I wish I was in this movie, but I am not. So these are just really cute little, they did like, I don't know, maybe 12 or 15 movies. And they're just like remakes of the covers with Deadpool on them. So here is Deadpool Predator. He has a water gun. And then on the back, once again, it says, I wish I was in this movie, but I am not. So those are pretty cute. They had a bunch of other ones, but those were really the only ones that we were interested in. I know they had like Revenge of the Nerds, which I thought about getting.
They have only My Cousin Vinny now.
Oh, do they? Only My Cousin Vinny, I guess. They had Logan, X-Men.
No, that's all they have left. I looked this morning at
Well, no, I'm saying these are the ones that they had available at one time. Okay, so
and then I forgot to tell you this. For the Deadpool, they re-released a new Blu-ray for like this promotion, and it's like Deadpool 2-year anniversary edition.
That's really funny. But these are, like, Walmart comes out with some pretty interesting covers from time to time. We have a glow-in-the-dark horror movie collection, and they also came out with, like, a pop artwork one, and I have Psycho in that, and then Adam has a couple of movies from that one as well. But they, once in a while, they come out with really cool artwork for the covers of movies if you're into collecting, like, different editions and stuff. But the last place that my haul is from Half Price Books. And the one that we have isn't like a real, like, it's like a discounted Half Price Books. They get all the stuff that nobody in the stores bought. So they have a deal going on where you can get DVDs for $1, but if you look at the sign, you can build boxes and it's actually cheaper. So I built a small box and it was, you get 18 movies for $8.50. So it's much cheaper. So let me show you my stack of movies. Here they all are. Except for 2. I bought 2 for my daughter that she was interested in. One was the first season of Chowder, which is a cartoon that she loves off Cartoon Network. And then the other one was an iCarly movie, which she's really into iCarly. So she was so excited. But it's funny because the iCarly movie was like about, they were getting into like some boxing match or something. I don't know. But I found a couple things. Like I said, I really love horror movies. So I picked up The Haunting of Winchester House. This is probably about the Winchester mansion where that lady, the lady that her husband sold the Winchester gun, she built like this huge house and she just kept building and building all these mazes to confuse the ghost of the families that she felt like they had wronged. They also came out with a movie that actually went to like cinemas, and that one was okay, but I figured I would still catch this one. It also has a bonus Ghost Stories movie inside, so I wanted to check this out. Then I got Cabin Fever. I feel like I've seen this before, but it has been such a long time.
It's not good.
Yeah, it may be terrible, I don't know, but it's a horror movie to add, so I picked that up. I love Susan Sarandon, so I saw this movie. I've actually never heard of it, but I wanted to give it a shot because, like I said, I really like her. And it's Autumn Hearts: A New Beginning, and it has to deal with, like, they have some type of like family meal, and they invite a man who was in the Holocaust, so maybe it's about like hearing his story or something. I don't really know. Then I got this one. It was a cool like double features set. This has Ethan Hawke in it, and it's Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. So the 2 movies that go with it, I'm kind of interested to watch it. Then I found this. This is still factory sealed. This is Alfred Hitchcock's Master of Suspense, and you get 10 movies. The 10 movies are, well, let's see. The 39 Steps, Secret Agent, Rich and Strange, The Manxmen? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. The Lady Vanishes, The Farmer's Wife, Champagne, Blackmail, Alfred Hitchcock Presents The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents The Cheney Vase. So I just thought that this was cool to have some of these older movies, like thrillers, I guess. So I want to watch that. Then I got another double feature, which I'm so excited for this one. I actually didn't like Capote when I watched it, but Adam really liked it. But what I was more interested in was In Cold Blood, which is a novel that Truman Capote wrote. And so I really want to see it, but I was excited to pick up that. Then we got Get Smart because we have actually never seen it. We did watch it a couple days ago, and it's all right. Not my favorite, but we really like Steve Carell. He plays Michael in The Office, and we've been watching The Office as well. So that was kind of why we decided to pick it up. And every time that I see him now, all I can think of him is as Michael from The Office. Like, no matter what movie he's in, I'm like, really, he's Michael. It's like, and a lot of the characters he plays are a lot like Michael, so it's kind of funny. And then I also got this, which is factory sealed as well. This is Alien Abductions and Extraordinary Sightings. It's a paranormal collection. And I love little stories like this, like where people come on and they're like, I was abducted by aliens and this is what happened. And do I think it's real? No, but I still like to hear the stories. So there's that. Then this was an Audrey Hepburn movie that I do not have. It is Charade. And so I was so excited to find this for $1. This was one that I was looking to add to my collection. I found this, which is pretty interesting. Weirdly enough, like, I really love Amanda Seyfried. I think she's like a really good actress, and so whenever I see an Amanda Seyfried movie that I haven't seen, I'm like, oh, I need to see that. And so I found this one, which is While We're Young. I've never heard of it. I have no idea what it's about, but it does have Amanda Seyfried in it. And so that is why I picked it up. It also has Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts, so I like them as well. So that's why I picked it up. I think it's kind of like a little, comedy type deal or whatever. And then I also picked up, this is a Shirley Temple. It has collection. It has 3 classic movies and 11 short films. So I really wanted to pick that up just because, like I said, I've kind of been into watching older movies lately. And so I wanted to watch some of hers. Then this one, the artwork is in terrible shape, but the movie is in good shape. So for $1, I still wanted to pick it up. This is Mommy Dearest, which I guess is kind of probably a thriller. Is that right? Or something like that? I don't know. But it was something I wanted to watch. Then I got this for Adam. This is George Lucas in Love, and it is a satire of Shakespeare in Love, but it's based on George Lucas writing Star Wars. Adam loves Star Wars, so he was like, yeah, I'll definitely watch that for $1. Got that one. Then I got When Harry Met Sally. I've actually never seen this, but I really love Meg Ryan, and I'm kind of sad that she's not really in movies at all anymore. So I wanted to watch this one. This is
How long is your video?
I can upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes.
Can you?
Yes.
From your phone?
Yes.
So we'll have to only use your phone from now on.
And then I got this one, which is After.Life. This movie is really creepy. I can't even begin to describe how creepy it is. Sorry about my son. If you like creepy movies, this one is probably for you. Basically, this guy is a funeral director, and this girl dies. I don't know if she dies or not, but he just kind of communicates with her, and it's super strange. You've got to watch it. And then I got this, which is the Ultimate Edition of Notting Hill. I really like Notting Hill, and I love, love, love Julia Roberts. She's one of my favorite actresses. So I wanted to get this one to pick up this really nice edition for $1. And then last but not least, this movie was not $1, but I still wanted to pick it up. It's called Audrey Rose. This has Anthony Hopkins in it. And basically, Anthony Hopkins thinks that this girl is a reincarnation of his daughter that died. It's kind of like a suspenseful movie, and so I wanted to pick it up. So that is my haul, my DVD haul. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing great. If you could take a minute to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and tell me if you've bought any movies lately and what you bought. And last but not least, if you're not subscribed, please hit the red subscribe button down below. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.